What is up, kids and future drumming freaks? Abe here again. Today I want to talk about something that people used to call fat backing or chatter. Maybe if you're in the jazz world, you've heard of chatter, left hand chatter. Just very basic idea here. Let me get this to where you can see that snap drum. I want you to check out what's going to happen left-handed wise. Anyway, so the basic idea is carrying in the jazz days, before people were playing funk beats or whatever. In the jazz days, the guys would try to mimic whoever was playing rhythm, whether it was a guitar or piano, and try to mimic those counter melodies with their left hand. And that kind of came from the street band stuff, the New Orleans stuff. And so all that funky stuff comes from New Orleans, and all of that. We can get into the history of that stuff, but the second line grooves, the street beats, that stuff, it really depends on kind of carrying melodies with your left hand. And I learned this stuff just from checking out all the great second line drummers and just great drummers in general in New Orleans and all over South Louisiana. It's just a hotbed for great drummers. Very fortunate to have kind of come up there and be mentored by some of these guys. Anyway, so fat backing, chatter. If you're playing a basic beat, you just get like a boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. You get that kind of thing. But if you're chattering or getting a backbeat, or what some people call ghost noting, you can get a lot of funk and flavor and put some spice on top of that stuff, because you can get more of a so you can get that stuff. And I think it's very important that not only do you get to the point where you can read music, but speak it. If you can say it, chances are you could get your hands and body to do it. And you just place it on the instrument. Okay, lots of drummers talk about Johnny Vodakovich, all over the place. Even Steve Smith does that stuff. If you can sing it, get the idea out of your head, because all the art and everything is happening. The ideas are inside your brain. You just got to train your body to get them out. Right? Makes sense. Okay? So, see if I can demonstrate a little bit here and get you in a spot where you can look. So, like this. This would be your basic beat, right? So you get something very, very straightforward like this. So, very basic. So I'll start slowly adding in melodies with my left hand. So I get a little. Okay? And it's just something to work on, get ideas. So check it out. We'll start like this. Right? So you start creating those melodies with your left hand, and that's where you get all your funky flavor from. Some of it can be really square sounding. You see a lot of guys that sit down at the drum set and you get something like that kind of stuff. That's where it comes from. Okay, so if you lighten up on that a little bit And even when you pick up the tempo, you can. And the other cool thing is you do, and I do it a lot, and I do it instinctively, just from over the years, is you play off of your bass drum pattern. So they kind of mimic each other back and forth. So you get these kind of things. And I was already kind of doing it, but I'll lay it out a little bit more here for you. So you get like... Right, so you get those funky things, and we'll work on street beats and stuff like that, and I'll show you later. But so the basic idea when you start fatbacking is just play a straight beat and try to get your left hand chattering. And it'll be real awkward at first if you're not used to it. That's practice pad stuff. But just play a basic beat. Start adding that stuff in with your left hand. Then you can see that I'm mostly doing eighth notes. But every once in a while I'll get a... just because the hand pattern matches up. Okay? Cool. So one more thing is when you're getting that kind of stuff going, downbeat ride, do that, and then try to get the upbeat ride going too. So something like this. So just work on fiddling around with that. And try to get... don't be super rigid with, oh, I have to play, you know... That's cool, man. I mean, if you're going to be in a rock band or whatever, that's cool and you need to lay it down that way. Fine. But if you want to get creative with stuff, try to get each hand doing something a little bit different that plays off of each other. So each hand is doing something a little bit different playing off each other, and your foot is doing something a little bit different. And we'll talk about clave patterns with your foot and all that stuff later. But I just wanted to get you an idea of what fatbacking sounds like if you haven't heard it, because I know a lot of country drummers spend a lot of time doing this. And that's cool. But we're trying to get better, expand our horizons, right? So get on your kit, try some of that, see if you can spit out some of those ideas. Maybe find a record or two, which I'll recommend. Maybe I'll drop some stuff in the comment box so that you can listen to some ideas and I can point you in the right direction. I will be writing some of this stuff down, but that part you're not going to get for free, kids. You're going to have to buy the book. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little idea about fatbacking. That left hand, man, get it going. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. Check out my Patreon link that'll be down there. Drop a couple bucks in there. Help me out. Let's get some cool gear and hopefully a new studio. My other studio room kind of it wound up being a kid's room and I had to move out. So hopefully I can get another studio room. and get set up in there. So anything you drop on my Patreon helps out a ton, and I appreciate you. Till next time, see you later.